Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update since we didn't have the update for a few days. And first things, if you refer to our analysis, in my last video, in my last analysis, the price was within this correction. I mentioned we can expect the correction from here and then the price to drop. That's why I mentioned what we are looking for. We want to see the price drop to 32,650. I mentioned that we don't want to see the breakout of this line. Okay, as we can see, the price exactly dropped to what we expected, and the price was consolidating there, and we get the reversal because we mentioned we want to see whether we want to put this one in relative to this, or even we can expect this one turn to a deeper move. If the price drop to 32,650, we can look for bigger running flat. That's why I mentioned we put this line. We mentioned we don't want to see the breakout of this, and as we can see, there was a price consolidating there, and there was an opportunity to look for buy as this sharp move at 3 waves flat, and this is the first up place we could look for buy, and even we had a correction here, and whoever get the trade either from here or from here, at least they move their stop loss or book some profit. Okay, because we're looking for continuation. Okay, and the only things right now we're looking for, we want to see whether the price can break 36,700 or not. Anyway, we start with higher time frame. We want to see what we have been looking for. If we move to daily chart, if we refer to our analysis, since the price was within this low, we do the breakout of this, the bigger correction we mentioned, we're looking for the reversal. But one thing we need to know whether this is the start of the reversal, or we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction similar to this for one more drop. That's why I mentioned if the price consolidating within this range, we don't see the reversal as a sharp move. We can expect this one turn to a deeper move, and even we can expect to get one more drop. We need to be quite careful from now if we want to look for buy. Okay, but in the bigger picture, we are more interested to look for the reversal. Okay, we have nothing else to discuss based on daily chart, and if we move to forward chart, because if we refer to our analysis, the first things when the price was at the top, we put our line, this one here. We mentioned the first opportunity, the first possibility is we consider this one as a 3 waves flat in relative to this for one more drop. And in my last analysis, I mentioned this, we can expect to get a deeper move similar to what we have here. That's why I mentioned we can expect to get the running flat. That's why I mentioned if the price drop, we do breakout of 32,650, any reversal we can look for buy. And this is exactly what we get. Because as I mentioned, we are looking for this running flat. Okay. And as what we expected, we get the internal running flat. The only thing is we want to see whether the price can retest the previous top or not. Because if the price retests the previous top, we need to know whether we can call this one as a 3 wave structure with a divergence. If we get with a divergence, mostly as what I explained based on daily chart, we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction relative to this, and there is a possibility for a pro price to retest the previous low again. Okay, that's why if you want to look for buy from now with the breakout of this top, we need to see whether there is a continuation or not, or we can expect this is the start of the up move. But what I need to highlight here, there is a possibility after the price retest or broke the previous top. If we refer to the indicators, mostly we can expect to get the divergence. That's why from now, if we want to look for buy, we need to be quite careful that if the price break the previous stop, and if there is no continuation as a sharp move, mostly we can expect this one turn to a correction relative to this. It doesn't mean we cannot look for buy. We can look for buy, but we need to know about the bigger picture, about the possibility may this one turn to a correction. As what we expected, since the price was within this move, I mentioned we can expect the price to drop, and we have been looking for the running flat, and this is what we get. All right, and we need to know about this possibility, but for sure, we are more interested for the reversal. But in the worst case, we should know that if the price is not moving, the price can drop. And if we move to 1 hour chart, again, as what we expected, the price dropped to the level we have been looking for. We get the reversal. There was opportunity to look for buy. And right now we're looking at this. Whether we should look for buy from not here or not, whether we should look for the flag or the deeper correction. Anyway, first things we need to know, if we want to look for buy from here, all right, because we discussed about the breakout of the previous top based on forward chart. In terms of the risk and reward, this is if we want to look for the short-term trade. This is what we can expect, and this is what we are going to risk. This is the first things we need to know, whether we want to get this trade or not. It doesn't mean we cannot get the trade. We take the trade if we see the the opportunity. But if we see it's not moving, we are not going to keep the trade for long term, because in terms of the risk and reward, it doesn't give us a really good trade. And if the price consolidate here for another a few hours, that means this one turned to a deeper move. Any trade by having entry above the top, it depends on the strategy the traders they're looking for. We can get the trade, we need to see the continuation as a sharp move. If it turns to a corrective move, we are not going to keep the trade. As I mentioned, if we want to put our stop loss below this and with the target of the breakout of this top, which is 36,700, in terms of the risk and reward, it doesn't give us a really good trade. Okay, right now we're looking for any short-term trade from here, and we want to see the breakout of this top. That's why whoever get the trade from this correction or from here, mostly if they get from this correction here, they need to move their stop loss to break even, and whoever get the trade from here may they move their stop loss at the lowest price of this correction, at least book some profit. Okay, and right now we have been looking for this possibility. The only thing is we need to see the breakout of the previous top, which is 36,700. Then from there, we want to see whether we can look for continuation or not. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.